I guess. I'm about to cop me a Ashton.
It's your boy Mark Smith, also known as Akers, also known as the coolest guy in sports. Back with another overrated or underrated. Some have Brandon Ingram on the menu. Is Brandon Ingram overrated or underrated? For this season, Brandon Ingram's averaging 31.1 minutes per game, 15.8 points per game, shooting 46.8 from the field, 30.4 from the three-point line, 4 rebounds, 2.2 assists, 0.7 blocks, and 0.7 steals per game. Is Brandon Ingram overrated or underrated? I was on the Brandon Ingram train, been on it for a while. I even was for some of the comparisons of him being similar to Kevin Durant due to his size and ball handling ability. But it's time for me to jump off the train before it crashes. So he has to develop on the offensive side of the ball. He hasn't been as consistent as last year. His numbers are down across the board. He went from a guy that Magic Johnson said basically he was untouchable to a guy they should ship out the first chance they get for a superstar type talent. Now, that could be Bradley Beal. That could be Anthony Davis. One of those two players or Damian Leonard. I don't know. They need to try to package him in a deal to trade for him. He has a lot of potential, but at some point, you have to start showing that potential. He plays with a lack of aggressiveness, and he's too nonchalant most of the time. The only time I've seen Ingram being aggressive was when he pushed James Harden, when he tried to knock out Chris Paul. That's a problem. There's a lot of things he needs to improve on, like shot selection, defense, post game, touch, driving, etc. He just needs to improve in a lot of areas. I was oozing over Brandon Ingram years ago, and now I'm wondering when the Los Angeles Lakers are going to pull the plug on him. So if you haven't guessed by now, he's definitely overrated. Everyone expected him to take the jump this season, especially since LeBron James was there, who was supposed to kind of help him with that, become a starter into an all-star caliber player, but Ingram has to want that for himself. At some point, you can't teach a new dog new tricks. He is what he is. Ingram turns it over way too much for the little creation that he does, and he's very inefficient when we're talking about scoring, which is supposed to be like his biggest talent. He was great last year, but he may be one of those guys who will only be good on sorry teams or with teams with no expectation involved, kind of like his former teammate Jordan Clarkson, who's having a outstanding season with the Cleveland Cavaliers. I wonder why. No expectation. He has had a very disappointing third season. Brandon Ingram scoring less points on a worse efficiency. True shooting percentage is 50%. Higher turnover to assist ratio. Less rebounds. Still taking under 2 3-point attempts per game. He's fallen in love into the mid-range game when we know that the mid-range game has basically become obsolete in this new NBA. And it's looking like he just needs to keep working on his game, and he doesn't fit next to LeBron James. He dribbles into the crowded paint area, takes high, difficult shots, often spinning away, fade away, contested mid-range jumper. So, yes, to me, he's definitely overrated. And, yes, the Lakers should try to move him while they still can. They lost out on Paul George. It's looking more likely they lost out on Kawhi Leonard, who's probably going to re-sign with the Raptors or the Clippers. Klay Thompson isn't going anywhere, and we don't know what Kevin Durant is going to do. So Magic needs to pull the plug and to try to trade Brandon Ingram as soon as possible. If it's Bradley Beal, the Lakers should take it. If it's somebody else, the Lakers should take it. If they're trying to wait for Anthony Davis, they may be waiting for Anthony Davis just for the New Orleans Pelicans to ship him off to Boston, who has probably more to offer than the Los Angeles Lakers. So let me know what you think in the comments below. Is Brandon Ingram overrated or underrated? It's your boy Mark Smith, also known as Akers, also known as the coolest guy in sports. Don't forget to check out some of the other links in the description below. Also, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Bye, full family. Basketball fans only. I'm at 96 subs. Let's get me to 100 subs. Appreciate the support and all you guys do. Also in the comments, let me know the next video you want me to do because I will do it. I'm gone, man. Peace.